All right, as the world turns in college football, breaking news out of Baton Rouge with the legendary Louisiana State University having taken care of business last night to grab yet another championship. And then, man, here we go, a bombshell, right? So I said on the live stream last night, people asked me about Joe Brady going somewhere and everything like that. I said I couldn't see him there for 3 years, but I definitely could see him leaving within 3 years if he signed that extension. But I also wondered out loud, why wouldn't he go and coach the Carolina Panthers, right? And there you have it. Adam Schefter says LSU passing game coordinator Joe Brady has told people today that he is planning to return to the NFL and the Carolina Panthers per league sources, going back to the NFC South where he will be locking heads with one Sean Payton, the actual orchestrator of the Saints offense. Contrary to proper belief with some of these LSU fans who had never heard of Joe Brady, and it's not how some people told me that he actually designed the Saints offense and crazy stuff like that, right? So what does that mean propelling this forward for Louisiana State University? I was told by all of you fans out there that Joe Brady was the reason this and that happened and this. When I was trying to tell you, I don't know, right? I don't know. I saw what Steve Ensminger was doing at the end of the year. There's no doubt that Joe Brady came in and he brought some of these formations like the 2x2 reduced split formations and some of the bunt sets. But a lot of the concepts they were doing at the end of the year, which originally got me excited for LSU. Go back and look at the content when I did the stuff on the UCF game, right? And some of the concepts that they were doing there. And if you saw last night, Steve Ensminger, I said this a whole bunch of times, he was calling the plays. They even said it on the telecast. Nobody wants to believe me, but I saw it with my own two eyes. As a matter of fact, let's check this out.
To Steve Ensminger on the right, calls the plays. And to Steve Ensminger on the right, calls the plays. And to Steve Ensminger on the right, calls the plays. Joe Brady, who's been such a big splash as the passing game coordinator.
Yeah, now look at your boy Joe Brady right there, man. Cheating on a test. Look at him looking at Ensminger's sheet, bro. I invented cheating on tests. Now, don't give me this money down stuff. This is on First Down. Check it out, 634. Watch that man Ensminger's lips. Pause.
Scheme to this offense, and it's been dynamic. When you're talking about an offense that scored 49.
All right, so he didn't call that play right there. Come on, man. You got to give this guy Ensminger credit. I've known about this guy forever, man. He is an absolute legend. He knows a ton about offensive football, and people love to give people slack when they're older, and especially if you see a young, fresh guy around or something like that, you're going to automatically assume. But you know what I'm saying? You know what happens when you assume, right? So, and don't try to play me either. Go look at that. What play was called? It wasn't a run play. It was an actual passing call. This guy calls the passes. If you don't understand the difference between a play caller and a coordinator during the week, the installation of the game plan, I bet you bottom dollar, Joe Brady is heavily involved. But on game days, man, your boy Steve Ensminger is extremely involved, and I'm pretty sure he's calling the majority of the plays. And a lot of this stuff was conjured up last year towards the end of the year. Go watch the Texas A&M game and all this and that. I'm still very intrigued by LSU's offense. I think it's still going to be lights out with Steve Ensminger if he does return in that capacity. Maybe they bring somebody else in like that. But if it is Steve Ensminger, do not sleep on this guy, man. He is damn good, right? You're only as good as the people will let you be, right? So I love Coach Miles. He's one of my all-time favorite coaches, but he had a certain way of operating that he wanted to stick to. And when Ensminger's name was called, right, every once in a while when he was an interim or something like that, he had to work within the confines of what Les Miles wanted to do, right? So Coach O was like, hey, come on, baby. We need to do some of that spread stuff that they are doing over there across the way over there in Tuscaloosa. And some of these guys, yeah, baby, Coach O, baby, we coming. So when he said that they were coming and everything like that, man, your boy Ensminger reached in his bag of tricks. What did he do in the last half? Go look at what they were doing in the last 3 or 4 games of last year. It was totally different than what was before. So they opened themselves up, and then they took it to the next level when they came in with a Joe Brady, and he brought in new, fresh ideas. But, man, the game plan is installed now, right? That playbook will be still there, and Ensminger got a chance to call out of that particular playbook that they developed. So that can continue on. Right, you got a chance to be around Joe Brady and his ideas. Maybe you bring in somebody else who has some different ideas that make maybe the run game takes a step up, right? While the passing game remains, right? You just never know how this stuff is going to go. Whoever's the quarterback next season, but I'm extremely intrigued by it. you got to think that LSU is going to be right there next year, just for the simple fact that it's still going to be loaded, and it just depends on. To me, it doesn't depend on much, man. LSU was always good anyway, and it's always National Football League, State University, or whatever they want to call it, the Freak Factory. So there you have it. All right, so we'll see what people say now. Maybe people are going to give Ensminger some credit now that Joe Brady is gone. But to me, you got to keep that same energy because you weren't giving Steve Ensminger that credit. So now people are going to say your reign on the top was short like leprechauns. But I don't necessarily believe that. I think Ensminger can really get the job done. He's that good. All right?
What more can I say? Top billing.